We would cut to the first meeting with Charlie, Lute, and Adam as she began to sing, but in this timeline, there was something about the way she sung. There was something about the way she spoke. It spoke to Adam, even spoke to Lute a little bit too. Even though they've been so cold-hearted, they still had a deep part of humanity deep inside them. As then, Adam and Lute would sing their song though, just like in canon she would leave, but before Adam and Lute left, they would both sigh and look at each other. Both of them could tell they were moved by the song, but they didn't want to admit it to themselves or the other one.
As they both continued to stare at each other, Adam would look at Lute and Luke would look at Adam as they stared in silence for 3 minutes until they started to go back to heaven. Before they did, Adam looked at Lute and said, "Yeah, Vaggie betrayed us, right?" Lute would say, "Yeah, she did. We'll make her pay." As then they went back, they didn't speak much of it. And things would continue like in canon, because Charlie didn't know the effect it had. However, it did have an effect, and both of them started to question everything they were doing, but it wasn't enough to turn them good. Eventually, though, Charlie would have another meeting. But this time, as Adam and Lute met Vaggie, they were going to do the same thing, but Vaggie started to yell, "You're angels, you're supposed to protect people, you're supposed to make them feel safe, so why go down and exterminate people?" I realized how dumb that was. I realized how hypocritical that was. As she expected them to yell back at her, but they both looked at each other. Vaggie said, "Are you actually considering?" Adam would say, "No. Why would I ever consider something dumb like that?" Lute would say, "Yeah." As they both looked at each other, Vaggie could tell they could change. She couldn't believe this. Was this a trick? Vaggie would say, "If you're tricking me out," Adam says, "There is no trick." As they both simply walked out. Vaggie was shocked. There's still good in them. As things would continue like normal, Vaggie would talk to Charlie after they cooled down and things got better. Vaggie said, "I had a plan to stop them." Charlie would say, "What?" "Work on a song to change their hearts." Charlie would say, "That's so sweet, but did you hit your head? That's not gonna work, love." "I know it will." As Charlie and Vaggie started to prepare a song, we cut to Lute and Adam. As Charlie and Vaggie worked on a song to change their souls, Adam and Lute they were preparing their army, but something didn't feel right. As they were about to go off, suddenly Sarah would walk up to them and say, "Are you two alright? You don't seem as excited as you two should be." As Sarah would look at them, "What's wrong? You two should be way more pumped up for this. Are you nervous?" Adam would say, "Yeah, she's gathering a force. And well, we're scared she might know how to wipe us out. This would actually be a real battle. We've never fought one before," Adam would say. "What if..." As Sarah cut him off, if Sarah would have just listened to him, she would have known he was having doubts about his morality, and Sarah could have easily fed his ego. However, Sarah, thinking she knew everything, cut him off, saying, "Don't worry, you'll be far more powerful than them, and you'll be able to wipe them out, destroy them forever." As then Adam and Lute thought about what they've done over the years. As then they nodded, as then they both flew down with an exorcist army. As the exorcist rained down from heaven, the battle would continue like in canon, but this time, as Adam flew up to fight Alistair, Charlie would be there too as she started to sing, "Inside every exorcist is a rainbow." Adam would say, "Shut up," as he began to fight, but she just kept on singing. And even when he disarmed her, she just sung and looked at him in a happy glaze. He couldn't do it. He couldn't destroy her. She was too kind. As then Adam would drop his weapon and say, "What have I done?" As then we cut to Lute. As Lute was fighting Vaggie, she would say, "Come here, I'm going to destroy you." As then Vaggie said, "I did it because I didn't want to hurt a child. You remember that, right?" Lute would say, "What? Why I stopped being an exorcist? Why you were forced to do what you did? It's all because I didn't want to hurt a child." Lute would say, "I remember, but why bring that up now? Because you changed. I could see it in your eyes." As then Vaggie slowly put the spear up to her neck. Lute didn't thrust it as she dropped it and said, "You're right. Where does this go from here? I'm a traitor now. Will Adam understand?" Adam flew down and said, "I understand, considering that I'm one too." Vaggie and Adam would look around. They would realize the exorcist didn't notice yet. As Adam said, "I have an idea. Retreat!" As then Adam and the exorcist fell back. They were confused. Why would they retreat? They thought they had it. But as they all fell back, they would ask, "Sir, why are we retreated?" Adam would have to think of an answer. As then Adam smirked, as he was going to play his old self. He couldn't say anything suspicious though, so why would he run away? Lucifer was coming, and I couldn't take on all of them even though I'm super great. With Lucifer, Charlie, and Alistair all there, I'll have some trouble. Besides, I can't trust you all to deal with an overlord. One like him. who knows the secret to destroying us.
Suddenly, Adam would feel a hand on his back. As he turned around, it was Sarah. Adam was scared as Sarah said, "I'm proud of you. I didn't think you should go down there, I'll be honest, but I knew I couldn't stop you. You had a rage in your heart, and that's what makes you a good exorcist. But the fact you managed to run away without letting Lucifer destroy you is remarkable. We'll get things ready for next time. We'll get the contract figured out. And once they realize this stupid redemption thing can't happen, we will make sure that the exorcist will continue like normal. For now, you'll all rest. And those of you who are gone will not be gone in vain." As Sarah left, Adam and Lute looked at each other as Lute said, "What now?" Adam and Lute would walk off as Adam and Lute would start to talk to each other, as they're far away enough for them not to hear. As Adam said, "We need to play the part. We're going to cancel this extermination, and we're going to change heaven from the inside." Lute would say, "That's risky. Can't we just go down there?" "We could. But down there, people hate us. Maybe they'll accept us in the hotel, but there's no way they'll all accept us. We have to make up for what we've done and make sure it never happens again." As Lute would nod, suddenly Emily would walk in and say, "That's a great idea." As Adam said, "Who else is listening?" "No, it's just me. I heard about everything you've done. And, well, it didn't make sense. Why would you both run away like that? And you both were acting so different." Sarah noticed it too, but she chose to lie to herself, but I didn't, because I'm glad you guys are changing. Together we can make heaven better. I can make a bill that can pass. But to do it, we would all have to agree. Because if Sarah doesn't agree, everyone else has to agree. And I know you two can do it if you try to convince them. Adam said, "Are you crazy? Announce to everyone I'm a traitor? You're not a traitor for helping people. You're not a traitor for trying to make heaven better. You're not a traitor for seeing them as real people. That's what they are." As Adam and Lute would look at each other, Adam would say, "Can you give us a moment?" As then Emily would leave. As Adam would say, "You think we should do it?" Lute would say, "Yeah. It's the only way to make up for what we've done." Adam and Lute would begin to write speeches as they were getting ready to talk in front of everyone. As they began to panic, they didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to say. However, they didn't got an idea. As the next day rolled around, Adam would go up to Emily and say, "Could you get Charlie? If we all sing together, if we all show them what we can do, I'm sure people could be convinced." Emily would nod and say, "Yeah, I can." As the next day came, Charlie, Vaggie, Lute, and Adam all walked to the meeting area. As everyone was not surprised when Charlie began to talk about changing things, no one was surprised when Emily did, and many people were about to back her, but no one could get enough backing to get rid of what Sarah wanted. However, Adam and Lute would both stand up, as everyone was shocked. They thought they were going to talk about backing up Sarah, but then Adam would say, "We need to stop this. Exorcists lost their lives today, and more people will be destroyed. More people will suffer. War doesn't solve anything. We need to end this." As Sarah says, "Adam, what are you doing?" "Lute, what are you?" Lute would say, "I concur. When it was just us being safe, it wasn't that big of a deal. But now we need to stop this." As they would use their lives as an argument. After all, no one cares if sinners stop existing. But angels, that's a way bigger deal. As they would all start to talk, they would start to sing about it. "No more destruction, no more chaos, no more stop existing." As suddenly, they would succeed, and the exorcist army would be disbanded. Lute and Adam would be heroes, just not the way they thought. They wouldn't be known as war bringers. They wouldn't be known as people that caused destruction. They would be known as peacemakers, people who brought peace to heaven, people that brought peace between the two worlds, and people that brought people together. And that is a legacy worth having. That is a legacy worth sharing. And that's going to leave things off. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought of this video in the comments below. I really enjoyed making it. I hope you enjoyed watching it. This video was really great and really interesting idea for me. You know, when video ideas, I'll be honest, I'll be thinking, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? After like just minutes of thinking, I finally come up with it. Which is the problem when you're not doing series. When you're doing series videos, it's a lot easier just to go with the flow and stuff. But I'm enjoying the style of content that I'm making. Also, I'm actually going to see my family. We got past that stupid argument and drama and all that stuff, and I'm actually going to see them. So yeah, I have family quite far away. I'm going to fly, and I can't bring my computer. I don't know if I'm able to upload videos, because I can upload videos and edit on my phone. But here's the thing. I don't know how much time I'm going to have, because I'm going to be, around them a lot. So I have no idea. I mean, I guess I could pre-record a bunch of videos, but that's kind of like a giant pain. I'm not going to lie. So I have no idea what's going to happen. And I have no idea what really to do. So yeah, I don't really know. So I'll let you guys know if I can't upload. But yeah, that should be from like a week and a half from now. It would be like from November 5th to November 15th that I may not be able to upload. Just letting you all know. There's a great possibility I will be able to. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing. I have no idea what's going to be happening. I have no idea about anything whatsoever. So I'm just letting all of you know that in advance. I hope you all have an amazing day. I love you all so very, very much. You make my world go round. You make me happy. And I'm so glad I have something like this. I am so glad I can make something to have people watch it. It's amazing that this exists. It's amazing that I can do something like this, it really is. I've never really forgotten what it was like watching YouTubers growing up. People like Jacksepticeye, Dan TDM, Stampy Longnose, Tobuscus, they were my childhood. And well, a lot of them kind of died out. Some of them still stayed famous, and a lot of new YouTubers came in. Of course, they're all trash now, apparently. KSI and Mr. Beast are both trash. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't like a huge KSI fan, but I kind of enjoyed some of his content. So yeah, Mr. Beast hit me hard. I don't believe in having idols, because I feel like, idols are gonna always let you down. But like, he was the closest thing I had to an idol, and he really let me down by like a lot. Anyway, hope you are having a great day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with everyone you know. Peace out.